Well, right, boys and girls, it's the 22nd of May. I am insanely discombobulated. I planned on waking up at around noon, but then I woke up at about 5:30. So we're having family dinner now, so I'll see you guys soon.
So as I'm one of those people that tries to be physically active, I came down to the Niagara Gorge to go for a little bit of a hike again. I will see you guys soon. So this is an absolutely beautiful section of the Niagara Gorge. As you can see, the whirlpool is just right down there. And up this little river leads to the really big waterfall that I live nearby. Sorry, I just ran the gorge again. It's pretty good exercise, going up and down a lot. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. So I got up the steps and I'm making my way back to my car. And I just gotta say, it's beautiful, man. I love this world. I'll see you guys soon. So don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the world and everything about it. But as we can all see from history and what's happening in the world basically every single day, human beings are broken. We're a little bit selfish, we're a little bit, evil. But that's why I love to think about the days that we live in, and you live in with me, as the future by human design. It doesn't look like the Jetsons and it doesn't look like Cyberpunk 2077. It's a little bit different. And let me tell you why. We live in a future of human design for a couple of reasons. One of the most important ones that I think is the farming industry. We have basically mastered feeding ourselves. At one point we would have to hunt for hours at a time and hopefully find food, or else we were hungry for a day. We've gotten so good at it that we literally just throw the shit out because nobody's buying it. Which is kind of sad because we should really just give it away for free. But whatever. What's next? Another good reason that I always like to think of is how we can travel. Because if you look at it, like about 200 years ago, it would take months and months to almost a year to get around the entire globe. Now we can just hop on a plane and be over there in one day, which is absolutely bonkers in my eyes. I have no idea how that works. But hey man, we live in the future. For my next point, I think the street accents it perfectly because of electricity. Electricity only appears very few places in nature, like static electricity and lightning. We shoved lightning into metal and use it to power our homes and cars and street lamps and basically everything nowadays. Anyway, oh, that's a good one. Give me a second. Now, if you are anything like me, I'm an absolute giga nerd and I read a couple of comic books, and I have read Superman once or twice. One of Superman's arch nemesis is Lex Luthor, and I think it is a very good reason that we live in the future because there are Lex Luthor-like supervillains living in this world today. Do any of them remind you of that bald-headed psychopath? Anyway, that's also a good one. With all the selfish and psychotic things that human beings do, we have basically mastered human medical care. Like if you look at basically anything anywhere around the world, we've gotten insanely good at it. We have gotten so good at it to the point where we started caring about animals and other creatures just as much. Because if you look at like a couple thousand years ago, humans only cared about humans and we didn't give a shit about anything else. Now, I bet you care about your dog just a little bit. Or maybe your cats, maybe your fish, your lizard, probably your spiders, your tarantulas. Another good reason I believe that we live in the future is exploration. We are able to send people into space. Like every single human being that has ever lived hasn't been on the Earth since 2006. There's always been someone in the atmosphere. Or even scarier, we're also able to live at basically the bottom of the Marianas Trench, which is downright fucking terrifying. There's a reason for all this. Just give me a second. So you may be thinking to yourself, Sterling, why are we talking about the future that we live in today? And that is because I think as a human species, we have absolutely conquered this planet. We have completely drastically changed ecosystems. We have sculpted the mountains for our own enjoyment. We have gone into space. We have traveled the deepest depths of the ocean. And yet we have done most of this selfishly. We have mastered everything we have needed, and we are starting to master things we don't. And as I look at Toronto across the water here, that small little speck of dust, or that small little speck of light, it is a population of 10 million people, or the GTA is, I should say. And just like I see the GTA as a small speck of light, that tiny blue marble we all live in is a small speck of dust in the infinite cosmos that we live in. If we want to spread the greatest gift that God ever gave us of our life and our humanity across the stars and into the future. We need to work together to be better as a human species. And now I don't know what you believe in, but there is one thing I know is true. I am here today and I will be here tomorrow. If the same is happening for you, let's do better together. And I'll see you guys soon. So we ended up at Clifton Hill because we love just exploring this place. There are so many people here. Say hi, Al. Hi. Okay, we'll see you guys soon. Well, boys and girls, that was the 22nd of May, 2023. Thanks so much for stopping by. It does truly mean a lot to me. And I absolutely demolished my knee while jumping over a garbage can, which isn't quite fun, but other than that, I had a pretty wonderful day. Thanks so much for stopping by. It does truly mean a lot to me, and I will obviously see you guys soon. Have a good night.